Right, so 200 character pitches for Marvel's Avengers Part 2. Where we finished off, we got to 18, which was Iceman. I'm going to try and whittle these off a bit quicker now, because I don't want this series to take forever. And 200 characters, if I do a random number like 18, which wasn't even really 18, it was more like 11 or 12, because I skipped characters that are already in the game. But anyways, we're gonna jump straight in with the next on this list, Professor X. I think with Professor X, I would have the base look of Professor X be in the wheelchair, and I would have a skin for him that turns him into the House of X, Powers of X version of Xavier, where he's like standing up. He's got the weird like maker head on and everything. The image that I'm going to put in is of how he looks in House of X, Powers of X. If you don't know that storyline, which I assume most people do, because it's probably one of the most popular X-Men stories outside of Dark Phoenix, and it's the thing that's going on currently right now. But yeah, Professor X, so ranged attack, shooty pew pews, but from his head, from his mind. I would do like for his thingamajig, for his support, I would have something that would only work with certain characters, and that would be like a mind damage or a like thrown object damage up. So it would work on like any like ranged. It would basically be a ranged attack up, but it would only work for thrown objects. So it wouldn't work for Hawkeye. It wouldn't work for Kate. It wouldn't work for Spider-Man, because he's not throwing webs, he's shooting them from his wrists. It would work for Hulk's range, because he's throwing rocks. It would work for Thor's range, because he throws a hammer. And any attack where a projectile is thrown, not when a projectile is used, but when it is actively thrown. For the assault, that's a radial mind blast that I would do, or maybe like a radial like hammer slam. But I think the mind blast might work better if he's in the wheelchair, and then maybe like an even bigger one for his ultimate that just like circles the arena. I don't know with that for Professor X, because like you've got to have something that makes sense for him in the wheelchair. Maybe like he'll put on Cerebro and it'll scan everyone, and it will like change his combo and stuff, and you know that would be kind of cool. Or like maybe his ultimate, kind of in the same vein of someone like Iron Man, where the ultimate turns him into Hulkbuster. Maybe the ultimate, he gets out of the wheelchair and he turns into House of X, Powers of X, Professor Xavier, and he just goes ham on everyone, and it completely changes his moveset for like a minute. The next character is Colossus. ranged is difficult again, because like, how do you give this guy a range without making it the exact same as Hulk? So I think making it the exact same as Hulk is probably the best way to do it, or like have him throw dirt in the eyes.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
But you know, I don't really know how to do Colossus with his ranged, unless if you just don't give him a ranged, and his ranged turns into like a block, like a Harden kind of thing. I think for his support, maybe get him to like flex a bit, and it ups everyone's defense, and there's like a taunt as well. I think and assault, maybe like a ground smash down, and then like his ultimate could be like he pulls out a chunk from the ground and just starts spinning around with it. I think maybe for that, his ultimate, if you have Wolverine on the team, can turn into a fastball special. I feel like there should be more opportunities for like combo attacks and team up attacks in Marvel's Avengers. So fastball special is something I really want to see if we do get Colossus and Wolverine. Up next, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. Ranged attack, shoot, bang bangs. I want to give him more explosives. I want to give him more like explosive rounds, like full on plasma damage. Make him like a damage over time machine. Oh yeah, story for Professor X. I think Professor X kind of has to be an expansion character. And when you bring him in as like a playable character, maybe you can start like Hox and Pox, or maybe Avengers versus X-Men. Not Avengers versus X-Men, but X-Men versus Inhumans, and you can kind of make this Civil War kind of thing, and then by the end of that expansion, then there's, you know, then you have Professor X joining the Avengers, and Colossus can be in operation. You can bring like Colossus's brother is actually a villain. He was in X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse. So bring in Mikhail Rasputin, and he'll be the villain. For Bucky, play on the basically just recreate the Winter Soldier movie in this. Have an Arnim Zola boss fight, or like Baron Zemo. Bring in any Captain America villain that isn't already in it. So that's all of them. Like Grim Reaper is one that I've said could really work well. Maybe Madam Hydra Viper could work really well. There aren't many Captain America villains that are concentrated more on Bucky. So I think, and you know, Crossbones is already in the game. There you go. So maybe Sin. Basically anyone that can start off a Hydra subplot that can become even bigger later on, and maybe get its own expansion with, say, who's a Captain America intrinsic or ancillary character that you can bring Red Skull in with. Probably Nick Fury. If you're going to make Nick Fury a playable character, I'd say Jacob Fury is one, and Red Skull. But Bucky can start this like Hydra storyline, unless if you drop Hydra-based villains in with in as like villain sectors, kind of like Monica, and you can drop them in like a month after the operation comes out. His support heroic should be like a taunt or invisibility. His assault heroic could be like a radial like bullet spread, or like napalm, just throwing napalm in the air, or like just throwing like fucking flamethrower. And his ultimate heroic, just turn him into a blade of bullets. Like, that's what I've been pitching in my streams for ages. Like, Winter Soldier turns into like a blade of bullets. He gets on like a motorcycle and fucking just starts shooting everyone up out of everywhere. So that's my Winter Soldier pitch. The next is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange should have been the next new character. Doctor Strange should be put in the game earlier than he is, and when he is coming to the game is what it looks like never. But he's like one of your more popular characters now, thanks to Benedict Cumberbatch. So I think Doctor Strange is an expansion character, 100%. Bring him in with Wong, Clea, and maybe Mordo. I know Wong and Clea should 100% be in, and then maybe because of the movie America, because I don't know who else you're going to package America in with. Maybe on her own as like as a character, and I think America, I'll get to her later if she is on this list. I don't know if she will be, but it's 200 characters, so she probably will be. But Doctor Strange, I think his ranged should be the bolts of Baltor, like, because obviously his support heroic, healing meditation, his assault heroic can be the bands of Sitarak or something like that, or maybe make the bonds of Sitarak be his support, where he just binds a load of characters together. It's like it doesn't really do much damage, and it kind of works like one of the upgrades for the War Parrow, where it kind of just huddles characters together. But that'll be in the support, and then his thing is his assault heroic could be like just a big blast from one of the ring portals, and then his ultimate heroic is using the Book of Vishanti to like just fucking hailstorm a load of crap. Like as easy as that. Or like turn him into what the dark Doctor Strange became in fucking What If, like that big fucking monster thing that he turned into at the end of What If. Just completely go ham. Storm, ranged attack, just shoot thunder at people. Storm, basically you can build her a lot like Thor, like give her like the assault heroic could be like a wind blast that like whirlwinds. The ultimate heroic could be like fucking hailstorm or whatever, Cyclone Fury like in X-Men Legends. And the support heroic, give everyone plus lightning damage, or any lightning damage character gets plus lightning damage, or plus shock damage for everyone that can do shock, or that has shock on their base kit, or shock damage just in general, because there's gear that gives shock damage, so boosted shock damage. We then have Jean Grey. Jean Grey, build her basically the same as Professor X, so like Mind Blasts, fucking everything. I'm not going to talk about story too much because we're going to be here forever. I'm only saying that now because I've forgotten to talk about story for the last like several characters. So Jean Grey, just Mind Blasts, Mind Blasts, Mind Blasts, up mind damage, friggin' everything. If you're going to bring mind characters in, have her like boost mind damage, or boost like thrown object damage. I don't know if that's too niche of a thing, but like a lot of characters do throwing in Marvel's Avengers. So as I've realised, like thrown objects are a big thing in Marvel's Avengers. We then have Rogue. Rogue, a flyer, great. So ranged attack is hard again because she doesn't really have much ranged. So like if you introduce Rogue after Captain Marvel, which is 100% going to be the thing anyway, if Rogue is teased in the Captain Marvel thing, which she should be, then like have her kind of take some of Captain Marvel's powers at the end of that, and then basically build her kit as pseudo like an echo of Captain Marvel, so like blasts everywhere, give her like a kind of binary form, and yeah, just go ham with it. I think that's going to be the last character that I talk about. I said I was going to go up to 25 today. Next one, I'm probably going to do a straight 10 for the next video. But yeah, 25, we would be a quarter way through. So we're like, what, 1/8 of the way through? Like, yeah, we've got a fucking long way to go. This is going to be a long series, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other pitches for characters we talked about in this video, then let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video, where we're probably going to be doing this again, but for the next batch of characters. The reason I stop it here is because the next few characters are going into like not X-Men, and like there's been a lot of X-Men today, so the next few characters aren't, or like they are but they aren't as well, so it's kind of more of a mix that time. There's a decent theme around today's video. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. See you guys in the next video. Peace.